Welcome to another week of the News Dash, brought to you by the JNA Real Estate team, part of the Singapore's Real Estate series. All right, we still don't have a hand sign. I'm not too sure how it's going to look like, but what we want, Wakanda forever. What we want to do is to bring you news every single week about real estate. And we just give you the tip-top news, right?
Yeah.
And top news in the market to give you the succinct information about what you have to know in the market. So today, we have two full-time realtors, turned part-time newscasters, who is doing our best to be as a radio DJ,
and
newscasters
a new
as possible.
song that Jarvis has prepared for
Absolutely.
us.
So Grace actually shared with me a new jingle. And I think that, Grace, you want to sing this a little bit. So how is it going to sound like?
JNA.
All right, that's it. That's JNA News Dash. Yeah. Okay. So this is how do you feel about yourself now?
Okay, so now we are professional newscasters.
Absolutely.
So the front part will be cut.
There's a reason why we're not signed, right? And there's a reason why we are treated as jokes. But the jingle has always been da-da-da-dung, da-da-da-dung. This is for the podcast listeners. I know sometimes it's tiring. Real estate news can be boring, but we try our best to inject not capital but fun. There's a lot of real estate jokes nowadays,
That's great.
And of course today we have none other than this lady herself. She is known as the cat lady in the team because she loves cats.
And I have two cats.
And she has two cats. Grace Chong, who is a team lead of listings on board our sales force, as well as an investment analyst advising our buyers in taking the right action in the market. So Grace, exciting news. Tell me more. First news.
Yep. So first news is that we are seeing owners of shophouses raising their prices as the interest actually grows after the ABSD hike.
Yep.
So I think the huge news last week was that the government actually increased foreigners' ABSD to 60%.
Yes.
So some of the foreign clients that we are serving, due to the 60% hike, they're actually kind of a little bit more reserved on the residential side.
Absolutely.
So some things that we've shared on the difference. So they've come to us and asked them what are the other options that they have, and we told them commercial.
Yep.
So shop house is one of the main things that they're actually looking at.
Yep.
And the sellers actually know that too. So on the ground, we're actually seeing sellers actually raising their prices.
Absolutely.
And not wanting to give in to, like a lower offers from the buyers, even though buyers are very quickly putting in their offers now because they know that sellers are going to be increasing their prices.
Absolutely. And, when we are serving this man-made client, right, and buying a shop houses, we are seeing that owners are increasing their prices because, 60% increase is good news for most of the commercial sellers, right?
Yeah.
And these commercial buyers love heritage shop houses, conserved shop houses, because it's also, not as rare as GCBs, but there's only like 6,000 plus supply in the market, and you own a piece of Singapore's heritage. And true enough, we are seeing that happening in the market where, a lot of the sellers in the commercial market are increasing prices.
Yes.
So do you think that the owners will continue to increase prices?
I think with the value that shop house holds, it's very likely possible because shop house is sometimes they're not buying it for investment. Sometimes to these, it's like a collection for some
like
people.
Art piece.
Yes,
it's like a rare commodity.
Correct.
Yep.
And they know these sellers know the value of the shop house that they actually have.
Absolutely. And true enough, shop houses actually have already hit upwards of 7,000 per square foot.
Yes.
And this is not seen in the GCB market, right? Even though it's actually supposed to be rarer than these shop houses. And shop houses are amazing asset classes that generates a lot of revenue as well.
Yep.
Because with a simple change of use, you are able to change the use of the first floor to, if you can do an F&B, student hostel, service apartment, you can increase the yield greatly. And with the developments of the cityscape, in CBD area, with more tenants entering, we have a new Fraser's Tower that's coming on District 1, you're seeing more tenants benefiting businesses. And this is perfect for owners because owners can increase their rental.
Yeah.
Great. Let's get on to the next news. I love this. District 15, back at home. I'm happy.
Yeah. So the Continuum, which was launched last weekend.
You haven't asked me why I'm happy.
Why?
Because you see there, average price 2,732. I bought my mayor mansion at 2,700 per square foot.
Congrats.
Thank you. Paper profit.
Yeah.
Back here.
Okay, so Continuum actually sold 26.5% of the units over their launch weekend.
Yep.
An average price of 2,732. So despite the cooling measure, we are still seeing people in the market. Yes.
Yeah, but 26.5% is, I think, one of the more lackluster sales performance in this year, with Tembusu Grand hitting, if I'm not wrong, about 55%, right? And I think the reason behind that was very simple. Yeah, Continuum initially started off with market news that's going to launching at 3,000 per square foot last year and to early this year. And when the indicative pricing came out at 2005 to 2006, it made a lot of people excited, and that's why the developer actually collected 545 checks.
Yes.
But then when the price launched at 2007, this is an example of mismanagement of expectations. But it's not bad, you know why? Because 216 units seems fair. Treasure at Tampines, last time a sellout launch after 4 years with 2,200 units, launched that day, 9% sold. But look at it, all our owners made so much money.
Yeah.
And it's similar to the sale at Blossoms by the Park at 216 units, because it's a relatively bigger development, 116 units. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So what do you feel? I mean, do you feel that District 15, 2,007 per square foot is interesting?
I think for freehold prices, a lot of people are looking in for like the long-term hold.
Yeah.
I think if we are looking at the numbers that the percentage that actually bought in from PropNext side, we're looking at 90% Singaporeans,
Yes,
and 10% PR.
yes,
So from PropNext side, we haven't seen any foreigners purchasing yet. So I think they're holding out a little bit on their purchase because of the ABSD hike.
Yep.
So from this, we can also see that the demand has kind of dampened a little bit.
100%.
Yeah, and that's why from the percentage sold, we can also see, and I think developers know it. So that's why we are in a loop in the market for the price changes from developers coming forward.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed at 2007 PSF because I was thinking that it will be about 2006 plus.
Because of the indicative pricing.
Absolutely.
Also.
And 2007 is relatively slightly higher. But you know what? Freehold District 15, the next launch that's coming out is going to be at Grand Dunman.
Yes.
After that, most likely will be the Mayor Park en bloc that's going at 3132. So we got to accept the pricing.
Yep.
But you know what I'm most excited to see?
What?
Tembusu Grand Continuum 99 freehold, units remaining. What is the discount the developer is going to give us? I want to look at it. All right, let's get on to the next one. The market is crashing. Okay, this is just a clickbait but okay, the market is getting more and more realistic. And we are seeing it, right? In our previous webinar last week, and the previous weeks, right, we told the viewers of the webinar that developers are going to be dropping price. And right after I drove home with Chris, right? We discussed in the car, and then the one price promotion suddenly popped up for Sceneca Residences. And I love it. Okay, tell me more about this.
Yep. So I think for Sceneca Residences, some of their units in stack 1, 3, and 10. So there are mainly 3 betas and 4 betas that are going at discounted rates.
Yep.
So for these units, buyers can actually save up to $144,000.
That is a lot. So
so we're actually seeing developers accepting the news of ABSD hikes, and like what we've mentioned in previous weeks, that they're actually giving out discounts to get buyers in to purchase them.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing here is that it's like a 7% drop in pricing, right? Interesting. I think that for this particular area, even at the per square foot at 1896 PSF, it's now seeing a little bit more interesting, especially with the land bids that are coming up in the future as well. Yeah. All right, great.
Okay, so moving on to our next news, developers are actually rolling out deferred payment schemes.
Beautiful.
And we're seeing price cuts in the Jervois area.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are actually looking for options in District 10, here are some options that you can actually consider.
Absolutely.
We have Jervois Treasure, Jervois Privé, as well as Petit Jervois.
Beautiful.
But take action fast, because Petit Jervois is almost sold with the last 2 units left.
Yes, interesting. And during our webinar for top 10 developments to choose, right?
Yeah.
Part of the developments, one of them, was actually one of the names. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. The next webinar we're going to cover, we're going to release the webinar in our Telegram. Shout out. Wow, going to appear. Absolutely. So join the Telegram. We already have 638 subscribers.
Yeah.
This is where you get to have the exclusive market insights on like Sceneca Residence. Oh my God, the price drop. And you're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars of value, right? So, as predicted in our previous webinar, we said that after the ABSD news, right, even though it doesn't affect the market that much, because foreigners in Singapore, 6%, 6%. What is in Melayu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7%. Hopefully, our Malay fans tell me whether it's correct or wrong. I'm not sure. 7%, right? And developers are worried.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're rolling out deferred payment schemes. Discounts will be coming in. And deferred payment scheme just means this, right? You pay an upfront amount. Sometimes the price will be higher, right? The list price will be higher than one with a normal payment scheme.
Yeah.
But for this particular case, the developer is actually charging the same amount.
Yes.
So they're quite desperate to faster let you exercise the unit so that you can gain ownership. And then completion you can do 12 to 24 months later. So completion happens usually, that's when you pay and you disperse the full amount of loan now, or you disperse the full, if you're putting full cash, that's when you pay off the entire like 75%, right? Yep. So this is so interesting, to see this happening over here. And I think that this shows the movement of the market, which direction is going towards, right? Developers are slowly giving discounts, deferred payment deferred payment scheme.
To attract people in.
And this is good news for most of our buyers, right? So any concluding thoughts about the news last week?
Okay, so I think from all the news last week, we can actually see discounts happening. So things that a lot of buyers are looking for. I think developers are also taking into account the increase in ABSD hike, and we are seeing a slight dip in demand.
Yes.
So then we are keeping a close watch in the market. So for those of you who want first dips, our Telegram channel, QR code will be there.
No choice. Because we are aiming to have 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So now it's 640, right? And yeah, that's when we'll be selling some first tips and some webinars in as well. All right. So I'm excited because during our webinars, we have had accurate predictions, right? And we are seeing the market responding this way, okay? So thank you so much for watching this week of the News Dash, okay? If you're wondering what a webinar is, what the Telegram is, what the WhatsApp is, okay? So you just WhatsApp the number over here, and over here, we will send you the link. But if you are recommended by any broker, or if this video is sent by any other JNA real estate broker in the team, just let them know and they'll send you the link because they have preview information to the webinar that we share with our exclusive JNA community, right? Thank you so much for watching this week of the week of the News Dash, where two
full-time realtors
turn
part-time newscasters
absolutely try to break down real estate news for you that is boring, dull, and mundane, and to give you the general direction of what is happening in the market, right? Thank you so much for watching this episode. This is Jarvis.
This is Grace.
And we'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.